And good morning, and it is April 29th, 2025, and we are just starting into element 1 in your life book, being clear why you are here. It says the average time to complete is a week, and in element 1, we will identify why you are here, share the importance of intrinsic motivation in your life, explore in your words why you are ready to begin now. Why are you here? I am not Miguel. Awesome. So why are you here? I'm not sure why our paths are crossing at this moment in your life, but I imagine it is because you are ready to make a change. I'm glad you're here. I admire your courage in stepping out from the masses and making the crucial decision to improve yourself. Let me say before we go on that helping people transform their lives is a mission that I care about very deeply. I know that if you are ready to make changes in your life to improve your health and well-being, then this system can help you. For many, it may start with losing weight, becoming more active, sleeping better, and reducing stress. These are great starting points in improving health. They are what I describe as the macro, the big rocks, habits of health. We will take one small step at a time to help you achieve what you want. Remember, one small step. In conjunction with Dr. A's Habits of Health book, in each element of your life book, we will discover, explore, and install a specific element that will allow you to sustain a lifelong transformation. We'll fill your life with rocks, the pebbles, the sand, and finally, the water. Elements definition: a fundamental and essential piece of the whole. So that's why. So let's get started with the first basic element. Why are you here? That's why he calls them elements instead of chapters. They are a fundamental and essential piece of the whole. Page 39. Let's understand your why. Understanding your why or your motivation for change is a key element. It's essential to making lasting change in our behavior and our habits. As you read this, you may be feeling pressure from your significant other, your healthcare provider, your boss, or your friends, or it could just be a voice in your head saying, I should or I ought to make a change. It's very important to take note of those reasons. But in this element, we are going to start by taking a closer look at what is really important to you rather than any emotional conflict that may have brought you to this point. Motivation that's driven by loved ones and interpersonal conversation will not last long. If you want to find out why, take a look at part 1.3 of Dr. A's Habits of Health. Are you really ready to change? If we're motivated by those types of emotions and feelings, we are likely to look for quick fixes and to find help from someone rather than look to ourselves. When we look outside of ourselves, we give away any power we have to make real change in our life. We're going to tap into something much more powerful, the core element of all real change. Your why is your intrinsic motivation and your highest stimulus for change. It drives you into action because it's what you want to do. It inspires you to grow and be better. And when you're doing something that inspires you, you want to share your desire with others and increase your level of engagement. It creates whatever it takes mindset and becomes a powerful ally in your path to success. The level of engagement and passion might have eluded you for quite some time, perhaps even since childhood. The default program for adult life is one of distrust, caution, and an inner voice that says, no, you can't. Our biology, and Raquel says, great, now unstable internet connection. So the default program for adult life is one of distrust, caution, and an inner voice that says, no, you can't. Our biology likes to stay the same, and our mind likes to stay the same too. The same old story. I'd like to close that old book and open this first chapter of your new story by asking you a few questions. I want you to answer them from your heart or your gut. Don't overthink or over-rationalize whether you think you can or you can't. Ready? Okay. Do you really care about getting healthy? Do you really want to improve your life? I thought so. It tells me that you do value your health and your life. Put what you think you can do to one side for the rest of this element and explore why you want to change and what is possible. For the moment, let me worry about how we're going to make your transformation a reality. This is a journey that we will be on for the rest of our lives. Did you hear that? So we've got plenty of time. This is a journey for the rest of our lives. Let me give you some examples of our vision as you step forward into this journey. We will be exploring what is important to you and how you can create a better life through awakening possibilities. We will then set you into a specific process and do the work. The path I am going to lay out for you in this in the elements of your life book will allow you to stay focused on what comes next. Step by simple step, we will lay the foundation for amazing things, but only if you are willing to do the work and stay the course. I am talking about filling your days with vibrancy in your physical health, achieving a state of calm, joy, spiritual strength, and having great relationships with family and friends, getting up every morning and loving what we fill our days with, and will create security in our resources and hugely supportive surroundings with time to enjoy it all. These types of transformations can be possible if you are willing to grow and do the work. These types of transformations can be possible if you are willing to grow and do the work. Stretching, I will share stories of the transformation throughout our time together. Before we get into the questions, let me say that it's fine if you just want to lose some weight, but filling out your why in terms of your health and your well-being is a powerful way of tapping into your deepest aspirations and unlocking your potential for more in your life. It is worth the time it will take. Remember, we are starting to write the next chapter in your story, and we want to awaken the inspirational thoughts and things that are important to you, which will give you lasting satisfaction. I would define optimal health as a state characterized by anatomic, physiologic, and psychological integrity, and optimization, which supports optimal well-being. It's the ability to perform at a highly effective and satisfying level. You will be able to and are able to fulfill valued family, work, faith, and community roles by developing the ability to deal with physical, biological, psychological, and social stress while maintaining internal equilibrium and external stability. And you'll hear Dr. A repeat that and repeat that and repeat that, especially in conscious leadership form. Why are you ready? Please find a quiet time to complete this exercise. Include a description of why you want to change. Make sure these are things that motivate you to create health and bring what you want into your life. Avoid writing negative reasons for stopping or phrases built around problem solving, such as, I hate the way I look, or I am so unhealthy. To get you started, here are some common responses for change given by other people I've worked with who've made the same decision as you. Check the ones that apply. Quick fixes. I'm done with quick fixes and want to create sustainable change. Results. I know what to do now and I want to actually do it. My health is important. I'm ready to put my health and my well-being first. Best version of myself. I'm ready to become more. Decision. I'm ready to get off the fence and go for it. Need blueprint. I need a plan to make it reality. Mind in charge. I need to build my mindset. More than weight loss. I want to create health and well-being. I want more. I want to move from where I am now and become healthier. In charge. I am ready to be in charge of my health. Integrated. I want to focus on my overall health for my future family. Grandkids, great-grandkids in my place. Now that you're thinking about some concrete reasons for your change, it is important for you to add some of your own words, emphasizing what we are for instead of what we are against. And this we will learn and learn and learn and learn more and more with the WinZooms, with the Conscious Leadership Forum, with the Monday night webinars. So there is power in wording your why around what you want. For example, I want more energy. I want to be more active. I want to feel great. I want to travel. I want to live longer in a healthy state. I want to be here for my grandkids and so on. Sounds a lot like Dave Blanchard's Habit Finder Health, which, yeah, we love to be a part of. How does it feel to express this in your own words? Make sure to fill out that spot there. I actually have it in 3 different time frames. April 5th of 22, May 6th of 2020. That was a big one. And then my original one. How does it feel to express this in your own words? It doesn't matter if it's a small, tangible change for now. Why you are here right now may be as simple as wanting to lose a few pounds. Based on your current story, the ability to accomplish more than that may feel like a dream to you today. The good news is that it is okay. We can work with that. These concrete small whys are a powerful way to get you started. When you see the immediate benefits of making a change, it becomes a stronger motivator to start now and do the daily actions. As you start feeling moments of success and move past the small baby steps, you will start to think bigger. In the next element, we will define and explore the areas you want to work on in more detail. I just want you to know that a different future is possible even as you start writing your new story. So with that in mind, why don't we have some fun? Describe in as much detail as possible something you would love to do in the future that gets you really excited, but which you cannot do in your current reality. Again, pen to paper. That's the powerful part. Down here, there's a section for you to fill out. So, dreaming about healthy future was something I'd even, something Let's see. Dreaming about a healthy future was not something I'd ever considered when I started this program. Frankly, at nearly 400 pounds, I started the program with little hope. This is Shirley Masts, I wondered. I thought perhaps I could lose 25 or maybe 50 pounds in an attempt to avoid a premature death. Fortunately, 2 weeks was all it took for me to see how effective this program was in improving my health. It was then that I started to dream big, as as I hope as I hope many of you will choose to do. What did I dream for? Some of them were simple things, like wanting to be able to go to the grocery store without being exhausted when I got home, or to go to a theater and be able to comfortably fit in the seat. I looked forward to being able to buy cute clothes at the store and to be able to wear heels without pain. I was excited about the prospect of being able to fly in an airplane without a seat extender, to be able to take trips with lots of walking, and to have the energy and stamina to enjoy it. Roller coasters were a big draw for me too, as well as the swing dancing with our son at his wedding. I wasn't opposed to being a trophy wife for my dear husband. They are adorable, by the way. Something that would have never occurred to me before. Setting a good example for others who wanted better health inspired me too. I also looked forward to the day when our grandbabies would arrive. I wanted to be the vibrant Grammy who could sit on the floor to play with them and have the energy to enjoy going down the slide at the playground with them instead of watching from the park bench. What's really wonderful is that all those dreams and many more have come true. I've lost 215 pounds, and because I've incorporated the habits of health into my life and have ongoing support of my coach, I'm not afraid the weight is ever coming back. And that's Shirley Mast. And there's Raquel with a grandbaby. So, page 45. We have now explored the documented the first element, knowing your why and why it is important to you. We'll come back to this many times as a fuel source, and we will expand on it as you experience success. In review, your why is your intrinsic motivation and your highest stimulant for change. It drives you into action because it's what you want to do. It inspires you to grow and get better. When awakened, you will want to share your desire with others, increase your engagement, and create a whatever it takes mindset. It's a powerful ally in your success. At this point, write your why on a note card or sticky note. Put it on your mirror in your bathroom. Carry a copy with you in your bag, or put it on your screensaver on your phone, computer, or in the app, the Optavia app now. We no longer have the Habits of Health one that it refers to here. Now it's the Optavia app. Here's an example of a client's note card. My why. I'm changing and focused on improving my health and weight well-being because I want to like the way I look in the mirror. I would like to feel healthier. I want my husband to be proud of how I look. I'd like to have more energy and stamina. I want to be a great example of health for my grandkids. I want to travel on a safari to Africa. That's fun. My why. I am changing and focusing on it, improving my health and well-being because and again, there's a section, make sure to make this your own and add it and date it because you may come back and do it again. I want to congratulate you for being open to doing the exercises. Hopefully your juices are flowing. Once you have awakened to the possibilities and have a desire to create a better future for yourself and those around you, you will have an energy source to build the necessary habits to ensure you flourish in this fast-paced world. I know now that you want to be healthy and thrive in your life. I also know that you might have come to this book because you may have had limited success in the past. Your current conditions may not be ideal. and you have some life changes. Let me ease your apprehension. We have you covered. The Habits of Health Transformational System is a dependable blueprint that allows you to build a series of small changes and habits. If you follow the process, are patient and consistent, you have a great shot of being successful. Your current conditions are no match for your powerful transformation. The Habits of Health Transformation System is a dependable blueprint that allows you to build a series of small changes and habits. If you follow the process, are patient and consistent, you have a great shot of being successful. Your current conditions are no match for your powerful transformation. Knowing your why was the first step in your self-discovery process. Now, in element 2, knowing what you want to accomplish, we will explore what you are going to work on. And in element 3, how do you create what you want? We'll look at how it all works. These elements will clarify how all of this will sink in and help you to make permanent changes. Now, something I do want to make sure to encourage you is to work through everything on page 47 and then connect with your coach about that. That's really, really important. Put voice after you put pen to what you heard. So there's 3 senses. You heard it, you read it, you speak it, and then actually you're writing in there. So you're using 4 senses, and that really changes things. So page 47, note to yourself, note, we will end each element with 3 questions that will set the stage for you to reflect on what you have learned. I highly recommend that you write down everything you are experiencing in this section and share it with your coach or mentor. Also review these notes often during your journey to increase your learning and reflect on your better understanding and your growth as you become a higher version of yourself. Please write down your thoughts guided by the following questions. What does this element mean to you right now? What does this element give you the opportunity to reflect on? And what actions are you going to take as a result of this element? And the questions are pretty much similar each week. So